Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you a full face of Chantecaille. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see how I achieved this look using products from my recent Chantecaille haul, then just keep on watching. A couple weeks ago, I uploaded a video sharing with you guys my Chantecaille haul, and I mentioned that I was going to come here on camera and do a full face of Chantecaille with all the products that I got. So guess what? I have them right here. I'm super excited. Some of the products I recall trying them back on the time when we were able to get, sample size from X store. There is a Blue Mercury store here in my town. So I recall like even trying these, what is it called, that Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. So, but I don't have it super fresh in my memory. I remember that it was kind of like very lightweight, not too much coverage, which is great for me. So anyhow, I'm gonna stop rambling. I will be leaving all the details of the products that I'm using today on the description box below for your convenience, and let's just get started with this. So I do not have a primer from Chantecaille. I do know that they have a something called Luxe, and it's kind of like an illuminating primer. I really wish to have picked it up, but I already did enough damage. So okay, whatever. So I got here this foundation in the shade Cream. There are not too many shades. This is made in Japan. It has a 12 months shelf life, and it comes in this little jar right here. Some people are fond to jars, some people not. I do not mind. Okay, so let's open it up. And here you go. I think the shade is perfect for me, and I'm going to be using my BK Beauty 101 brush because, like I said, what I recall is that this foundation doesn't have a lot of coverage, which I'm not a person that likes a lot of coverage. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I do have dry skin, sensitive skin. I do have enlarged pores, textures, fine lines. I'm on my 4th floor. What else right here? I do have a lot of freckles, and I don't like to cover them. I like to camouflage them, and therefore I just want a light to medium coverage foundation. That's kind of like my sweet spot right there. Okay, let's just go ahead and get a little dollop right here, and let me just get you closer so you can see all the details of the products that I'm gonna try. So it does feel, yeah, like the gel consistency. Actually, it feels a little bit cooling though. And if you're wondering if I have any primer, I don't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a wear test on this foundation today, but I can give you an update as I wear it. But regardless, when I try foundations, even for myself, I like to try it with no primer, kind of to see like how it's gonna, how it blends into my skin, with my skin, and without any help of any other type of primer or anything like that. Okay, well, this brush right here is very dense. I mean, not extremely dense, but dense enough that it doesn't absorb much of any foundation, and yet this foundation doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's very light. I can still see peeking through parts of my skin that I have some redness, so I'm just gonna build on a little more. And I would love to know, have you tried Chantecaille before? Any of your products? I know they have another, it's called, it comes in a tube, it's kind of like a skin tint, but what I have heard of is that one has even more coverage than this one, but when I realized that, it was a little too late. It was a little bit too late to the game. And another thing is that with Chantecaille, all the products, they have some type of skincare property. The shade match is perfect though for me. Okay, right now what I see from this foundation on my skin is looking more like a natural finish foundation. It doesn't look radiant, it doesn't look glowy, it doesn't look matte, but it looks natural. By the way, this is not glass, this is heavy resin, which I'm happy it is because with the amount of products that I'm reviewing, I'm so scared to drop something. And okay. And then I know Chantecaille does have a concealer, but I have been really intrigued about this Real Skin Eye and Face Stick. So it's this right here. This has a shelf life of 12 months. And let's see, it is made in France. And here you go, this is the little tube right here. And then the shade that I got is shade number 3. So let's see how this goes. Now I think it's loose inside. I hear like wiggling. Hopefully it's not. Go ahead and just use it directly. I don't know if this will give me enough coverage. I do have such dark under eye circles, as you can tell. And I'm just spreading it with this Pat brush. Okay, this is a very light coverage. You can still see a little bit my under eye circles. I'm gonna go ahead and build it up a little more because I need it. It feels lightweight though. Okay, I feel like I definitely need more coverage and maybe a color corrector under, because you can still see so much my dark circles. So much. I do know that Chantecaille has brow products, if I'm not mistaken, but I didn't pick up one, so I'm gonna use my favorite one as of right now is this Gucci one. I just really like it. Okay, down with brows, and now I want to go with the bronzer. I picked up the shade Goa. I do own Sirena too, and let me just show you the differences between them. So I have here, this is Sirena, and even the packaging is different. You see that both of them are red. Sirena has more of like a, it's kind of like an orange red compact, and this one is a true red, the one in Goa. They are both made in Italy. They do have a shelf life of 18 months. Like I said, I really love Sirena, but you know, I just wanted it to complete my collection with Goa. So on my left hand side right here I have Sirena, and this is Goa. Goa has a little bit more of like a reddish undertone. Sirena is more of a golden type of bronzer. So let me just, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you. Here has Sirena and here is Goa. Ooh, oh, that's deep. That's very deep. But this is a gelée type of formula. So although it's a deep type of bronzer, I'm sure it's not gonna go that deep on the face, or well, we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna apply it with my Sonia G Face Pro brush. One of my favorite brushes to apply bronzer. By the way, talking about brushes, not too long ago I did a collaboration with Mel Thompson and Kelsey Brianna J, and we spoke about our curated makeup brushes. So if you want some like good, I mean, it was basically an idea if we were to launch our own brushes, what we would choose, why, and you know, the type of bristles each of the brushes had and what they are for both face and eyes. And I do think it's a beautiful video of all of us, because you can get really good ideas if you are starting your brush collection, or you're just digging into brushes and you don't know which brushes to use for what. The videos, they can help you a lot. So I will make sure to leave it either up on the cards or on the description box below, so you can take a look at it and, you know, entertain yourself with that too. Okay, this is a beautiful bronzer. Do you saw like how I'm able to build up and it doesn't look too dark? I mean, definitely it's more in the reddish undertone. I think Goa, it's the perfect bronzer for summertime because of the red hue that it has, that it just actually kind of like replicates a little bit of that sunburn look too. Looking at this concealer, it doesn't seem as it's creasing, but I still feel that it needs to be set. So I'm gonna jump into this Perfect Blur Finishing Powder, also from Chantecaille. This came out with their spring collection, the Hummingbird collection. I actually reviewed that collection. So I'm just going to apply very little, and I'm applying it with my Sonia G Inoshige Pro brush. Ooh, I'm super excited for these right here. This is the Radiance Cheek and Highlighting Duo. This came out during the summertime, and I actually got the one in Monterey. This is the Whale and the one in Rosé. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. There you go. And let me show you. I have here the one in Monterey, which is the more coral tone. I mean, the packaging from Chantecaille is just so stunning. It's just really beautiful. Very detailed, and I love that from them. Okay, so here they are. I have here coral, the one that I already own, and then here it is the new one in rosé, and these have a shelf life of 18 months, and they are both made in Italy. I'm gonna be using my Sonia G soft cheek brush, and again this is a gelée formula too. Such a soft, nice pink blush. I actually picked up this blush because I was thinking, you know what, the coral, I'm gonna use it no matter what, but mostly during the spring and summertime because that's just me. And then this is just perfect for, I mean, all year round or fall, winter too. And you can build it out with easy. It does have a very subtle radiance. With my Sonia G mini cheek brush, I'm gonna go to the highlighter. So beautiful, subtle and soft. Now I do have texture right in this area right here, right exactly where the highlighter goes, and honestly I don't see it. I mean, any highlighter will kind of like show it off a little bit more, obvious reasons why, but this doesn't. And this is a very forgiving highlighter that it actually really looks like a glow from within. And if you're wondering about the difference between the highlighters of these two palettes, so I have here Whale, which is more of a champagne highlighter, and then here in the middle I do have Coral, which is the Monterey, and Coral has a little bit more warmth to it. I mean, it's still in the champagne family, but it just have a little bit more warmth. So let's as far as the blush go, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, but just in case, let's just give it a go right here. So here I have Monterey and this is Whale. Okay, so far everything is looking very nice. The makeup looks very natural, nothing cakey or anything like that. Okay, I think let's jump into eyes, and I do have two of their Le Chrome Luxe eye duos. One is in Monte Carlo and the other one is in Kenya. Ooh, this is my tones. Okay, this right here is Kenya. Ooh, this is so pretty too. This is Monte Carlo. I don't know which one to use. So I have Monte Carlo right here and Kenya right here. I'm so drawn to Kenya. Goodness me, I'm looking to my blouse. So I think Monte Carlo is gonna be the one that is gonna look the best, at least with what I'm wearing today. So I think I'm gonna go with Monte Carlo. But these duos right here, they are basically satin metallic-y shades. So I think I wanna use a bronzer. I'm gonna go with the bronzer Sirena, and I'm gonna apply it all over my lid, just kind of like to, you know, shade it a little. So again, I'm going with Sirena. Have you tried these duo eyeshadows from Chantecaille? I'm curious to know. And have you seen them in person? Is there any other one that you will suggest for me to get? Okay friends, so let's go ahead and go into this shade right here. And I'm just gonna apply it on my outer V. And by the way, I'm using a Sigma E27 brush. The E27 is a little bit smaller than the E25, just in case if you're familiar. It's more of like a detail type of brush. Now, I know Chantecaille does have brushes. Oh, this is such a beautiful shade. Oh my gosh. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I was saying, Chantecaille, they do have brushes. And there's one that I think is a foundation brush that I'm very curious to pick up. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna use the other side that is clean. I'm just gonna go to this shade here. I'm just gonna apply it right in the middle. Oh, that's so beautiful. So it just will will give you a very soft look. Oh, you know what? I wanted to try this Chic Gelée. Well, we can leave it for another time. This is a cream blush. Now into mascara. I know Chantecaille does have a mascara. It costs $70 and I thought that seems a little bit pricey. Now when I look into it, I understood that it's also a kind of lash boosting type of product, something like, for example, the New Lash or Revitalash, something like that, but it's also at the same time a mascara, which I felt like, oh, that's why. I mean, then the price at that point seemed a little bit more reasonable, because if we go to New Lash, for example, or Revitalash, they are around $95 a piece. So for $70 and also with a mascara, that's good, but it was too late by the time that I realized the difference, and therefore it's like, okay, I didn't pick that up. So it's something that in the long run I would love to try it, but for right now I'm gonna be using this. Has been my favorite mascara. This is the NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. Now this one right here will give you a lot of volume, a lot of length. I did a full-on review on the new collection from NARS too, so if you want to go and take a peek at that too, and I show side by side this mascara with the original Climax mascara, the one that comes in the red tube. I'm gonna go back again to this duo of highlighter and blush, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the highlighter on my inner corner and on my brow bone. Now let's go for the lips, and I grabbed one of the lip veils, which is an amazing formula. It's kind of like a hybrid between a satin lipstick and a balm, right in the middle. It's just beautiful and so comfortable. They are also made in Italy. They have 18 months of shelf life, and the shade that I got is called Baobab. I'm sorry, my pronunciation, and if you try, you can try a million times to correct my pronunciation, it's not gonna work. I will try my best, but I'm just telling you. Okay, so here it is, and I love the packaging. It's magnetized too, which is really nice, and then the shade looks so pretty too. It's a beautiful shade. Okay, I'm not gonna line my lips, I'm just gonna go for it. It looks dark on the tube, but it's not that dark. And by the way, I just got so many of these lip balms because like about a week ago I did a review on the entire fall 2020 collection from Chantecaille, and I grabbed the 3 veils, so I think I'm pretty set with the veils, but we'll see, because I know holidays are coming and there's gonna be so many launches coming in September. Perfect. I don't know how Chantecaille does it, but they do such an amazing job with these lip veils. It's just incredible. Okay, and then I do have a lip gloss, and although I don't need it with this type of product, but you know, why not? So I got it in the shade Charm, and this is a little bit more milky tone. I don't know how it's gonna go though on top of this lippy, but we'll see. And I love that they do have this type of brush applicator. So, go on top. Beautiful. I mean, the lip balm doesn't need any help, but these look just so beautiful, so pretty. Okay, and I'm all set and done with my makeup today. I like all the products that I have tried. I love the foundation. It looks really natural. It doesn't have that glow that I want from a foundation, but I think all combined with the blush, the highlighter, I mean, everything just looks so natural. I think the only product that I don't care much about, I'm gonna be honest with you, is this one right here. And the reason is just, I think it's something very personal. I do need, it's a need that I have to have more coverage under my eyes because of my very dark under eye circles. They're just very dark, that's why. So I just feel that I need definitely more coverage under there, and usually I also go with a color corrector plus a full coverage concealer that is lightweight. Some of my favorite ones, Pat McGrath, Hourglass. Anyhow, this doesn't do the trick for me. I think it's beautiful if, you know, like for example, my daughter, she's a teenager, if she has a blemish, she can use something like that. Or if you don't have much to cover under there and you just want to brighten it up, I think that's the product then for you. But for a person like me, not really. The rest, I like it. The rest, I really like it. I love the color of the lipstick. A spot on perfection. It has a subtle pink in it, just so beautiful. And now, my friends, I would love to know from you if you have tried any of the products from Chantecaille, which are your favorite ones that you will recommend for me to try it, or which of the products that I tried today you own. Let's just start the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I think you're waiting too long. I hope that you will consider it and you will give me that opportunity, and subscribe to my channel. Ring that post notification bell is super important so you don't miss any of my uploads. Here on this channel you will find great content and very frequent uploads. Also, I would love to grow my family on Instagram, and I know you have been helping me. All my subscribers, I know you have been there following me on Instagram, because I can see it's growing the family there. But if you haven't done so, and if you have a little bit of time or you're on Instagram just perusing, go ahead and follow me there. I will greatly appreciate it. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye bye.